Quick hits. We're going to hit a couple of quick things in the National Football League, and then we're going to take our second break and get into what do you think about it with Carlton Banks. First thing I'm going to ask you about Carlton Banks is Terrell Owens, who was cut yesterday by the Seattle Seahawks. What are your thoughts? We know Terrell is a former Cowboy. I won't get into trying to clown because I've gotten over not really digging the dude. I used to have issues with him because he played for the Cowboys. But if we're speaking fairly and realistically, Terrell Owens is a Hall of Fame, in my opinion. I think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I think he's a great player during his prime years. Anytime you got a guy who's going to play in the Super Bowl on what we know is a broken ankle, that dude's got what they call that dude has got what Jim Ross would call the testicular fortitude to do some great things on the football field. So that being said, I'll start with you because we know that you had a personal connection to him because he played for your team. Carlton Banks. T.O., what's your thoughts?
You know what? I appreciate the fact that you call him a former Cowboy, but he's also a former 49er, former Cincinnati Bengal, former Buffalo Bill, former Philadelphia Eagle. You know, no offense to you. I just dislike it when people associate a player with my team after they pass and gone on to another team. That's just me. This little thing I hold sensitive here and there, just like the Leon Lett situation. But anyway. The thing is, the man probably can play. And I had a conversation with another friend, and they said that the league has it out for T.O. Basically, they don't want him on anybody's team as a cancer anymore. And the way I look at it, he wasn't a cancer in Buffalo. He did pretty good in Buffalo. He did pretty well in Cincinnati also. Mm-hmm. So I don't see where they should want to keep him out of the league. He's done well. He's kept his nose clean. He had the little incident where they said he tried to OD back then, and that was pretty much it. But the man deserves to be in the hall for one thing. He deserves to play. He's got alimony. No, he got alimony. He got child support. He got 5 kids.
He was on. Was it Maury?
No,
he was on.
He was on Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil. Yeah,
I saw that.
I saw it.
Well. That's the only time I watched Dr. Phil.
Now,
that's the only time I watched Dr. Phil.
I know I mentioned, what my thoughts are on T.O. There's one thing that I will kind of dispute you on is when he leaves your team, you're not really going to hold on to him, and I guess
that's not true.
That is very.
People don't do that.
That's very not true, and I think it goes by the individual. And I don't want to speak for you, Carlton, but I think that you would agree it goes by the individual because if you look at the long story career of somebody like Reggie Jackson, he played 5 years for the Yankees, but I don't think anybody thinks of him as a California Angel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
that's pretty much where you got the most notoriety. Like in
basketball,
like when somebody plays for the Knicks, I always remember them as a Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna remember John Stark as a Utah Jazz player.
Patrick Ewing, yeah.
You're gonna remember, Patrick Ewing, cats like that. Charles Oakley, who we know played a lot of years.
20 teams. He played for 1/6 of the teams that are in the NFL. So I mean, come on, give him a chance to be out there with the rest of them as well. It's just like when my man who's with Chicago now got busted for all the weed. They associate him with the Cowboys. He was a Bear. Same thing with
Sam Hurd.
Sam Hurd, right?
Nate
Newton got busted with a bunch of weed. He was a Carolina Panther.
Here's the only thing that I'll say to that is when you are a fan of a national team, there's certain crosses you need to bear. And you like to do this, and I'm not trying to attack you, but you like to do this. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm so proud when it's good. But when it ain't good, you like to try to detach yourself. Let me finish my point because there are certain teams that have a national following, and you got to take the good with the bad, Carlton. Yankees,
I take the good with
Yankees,
the bad, but they
Lakers, Cowboys. Just because they're not,
Redskins.
You don't think, and no disrespect, Ruben, but Redskins don't count. They just don't. They're not a national team. We talking Yankees, we talking Cowboys, we talking Lakers, America's teams like that. Giants is not that team. Giants are not that team. You know what I mean? I'm a Giants fan. Giants are not that team. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm listening to New York sports last week, right? And I got to hear about Melky Cabrera, who's playing for the San Francisco Giants, who hasn't played for the Yankees in 3 years. Mm-hmm. I got to listen to them talk about how he used to play for the Yankees. Yep. I got to listen to how Bartolo Colon, who played for the Yankees for 1 year, who made his name with the Los Angeles Angels Angels of Anaheim, who also played for the Cleveland Indians and other teams. I got there listening about how now he's with the Oakland Athletics. He tests positive a few days after Melky, and they're attaching him to the Yankees. That's something that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
You always, you know what I mean?
So again, the man is no longer.
Doesn't matter. Did you just hear what I said?
I heard what you said. I don't agree with it.
He's in denial.
He's in denial. It doesn't matter, Carlton. If you're a guy,
Okay,
if you are a named player,
Yes.
So who do you associate Deion Sanders with?
the Cowboys. He played for the 49ers, okay, but he's a Cowboy.
Atlanta.
He played for Atlanta.
No.
Washington.
No.
The reason why
the best example I gave you was Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson won his first World Series playing for Oakland. Nobody think of him when he was an Oakland A.
How about this?
They think of him as a Yankee.
How about this? When did Deion? Didn't Deion have a ring?
I got like 4 rings.
I'm pretty sure he won a ring with the 49ers before he went to Dallas.
All right, but didn't he win one with Dallas?
Yeah, he won like 2 or 3.
Then he's forever a Dallas Cowboy as well. He got a ring with y'all. You can't discount him.
I'm not discounting that.
Even if he did, he
ain't got one with Washington.
But again, even if he didn't win the chip, there's certain players. If it's a name player or a name team, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Deion is a name player. T.O. is a name player. And they were both attached to name teams. That's your team.
And
that's your dude.
And T.O. has done positive and negative in Dallas Stadium.
I give you a lesser known name. Somebody like Marcus Camby, who just came back to the Knicks. He just came back to the Knicks, right? If you pay attention to the NBA, if you're a deep NBA player, you thinking of Marcus Camby playing for the Knicks in '99 when Patrick Ewing couldn't play.
When he went out,
and when Patrick Ewing couldn't play. You're not thinking of Marcus Camby when he's playing in Denver.
No.
You're not thinking of him as a Portland Trailblazer. You're not thinking of him just Toronto drafted him, but you're not thinking of him as no Raptor.
Nope.
So, Colin,
it happens in every sport.
You tripping, man. Des Bryant, Carlton Banks, tell the story.
Man, y'all gonna get off my team. All right, for real.
I mean, y'all make it.
They did it themselves.
But it's okay. You know what? It's okay. I'll deal with it.
Tell the story.
He ain't got no
the man got to pay for his own security details.
It started over.
Because all the. Why I gotta start over? We've already discussed what happened to him before.
Yeah, but the listeners haven't heard us.
Well, they haven't heard it before.
804-447-0601.
He grabbed his mom up. He yoked his mom up.
He mad. That's why. All right.
He yoked his mom up, and now
He's not the first athlete to do that.
No, but that's why the ladies get mad at you, Ruben, because you think that's funny, bro.
Yeah,
no, it's funny because he refused to talk about it.
No.
That's why I went to him.
Exactly. He refused to talk about it.
All right, Carlton Banks, lay it out for us.
The man got to pay for his own security details. He got to pay for 3 round-the-clock people who will escort him back and forth home, back and forth to practice, and back and forth to any type of event in order to keep him out of trouble. You know what?
I'm listening.
Go ahead, man.
To keep him out of trouble. I'm glad both y'all can laugh. I appreciate that.
Go ahead, man.
I really do.
No, seriously,
to keep him
go
out
ahead.
of trouble and make sure that he stays on the straight and narrow.
All right, Ruben.
This dude bags on the Redskins all the time, and he's sitting here like a little girl. So I don't want to talk about the Cowboys.
So now I don't know how much you paid attention to Des Bryant, but do you have any thoughts on dude choking out his mom and now needing to have round the clock security to get him to and fro practice?
I mean, he's had a slew of problems in the past, so I don't have too much to say about that. Obviously, the situation is not a good one for him. Doesn't look good for the organization. I think a lot of times these athletes forget that they're representing the team, and they do stuff personally that they just forget about. He's had a lot of problems. He's still young. He's still got a lot of maturing to do.
Big Rope.
I think he's lucky he's got a job.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest with
agree
you,
with that too.
if he was on any other team, gone.
Yes.
I think,
without question.
I think his best years are ahead of him.
I do too.
And that's the scary part about it, because he's a great player.
And that's what they feel. They're gonna continue to let a lot of this stuff not slide or swept under the rug or anything. But they know what kind of player he is. They know what kind of potential he has. So
do you really think that they would be doing this for a guy lower down the totem pole on the team?
Absolutely not.
Will they do this for Danny Cole? No.
I never heard of Danny Cole.
Exactly.
Would they do this for Ramses Barden of the New York Giants?
Nope.
I don't know. We got a call on the line. We got my man Daquan. What's going on, brother? What's up, brother? Daquan, you on the air? Daquan, you there?
You the speaker?
Uh Okay.
Ain't no half stepping Marcus J. We got Daquan on the line. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Hello?
Yeah, you on the air. You on the air, brother.
What's up? And it's not Daquan.
Okay, what's your name?
It's Daquan, not Daquan.
Jatwan, what's up, brother? What's up, man?
Chilling, home, smoking, not gonna lie. I'm by it. Hey.
What you want to get in on today?
No, chilling.
What you want to talk about on Ain't No Half Stepping Marcus J?
Well, I heard y'all was talking about sports, and y'all was talking about Duke Bryant. Really, I don't know much about him because I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan.
What
He's
do-
always in the news, so.
What do you want to talk to us about tonight?
It don't matter. Throw a subject in the air.
Well, we've been talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Go ahead and keep listening to us. Catch on when you hear a subject you want to get on and call us back. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. So Nari, we're gonna come back to you on this one. Dez Bryant choked out his mom as a lady. Tell me what your thoughts is.
Alleged.
We're
Alleged.
not gonna do that.
Has his mom come out with a statement?
As a lady, when we know that we got a guy who is in trouble for something like that, and now we got security. If you're his mom, and you're a lady, I'm gonna put you on the spot. If you're his mom, what's your thoughts?
Well, I don't know the particulars of the, of what actually happened. Is there an actual story about what actually happened?
They were having a disagreement.
Yeah, I heard that part.
And
She
somehow
lives in his house.
I understand that part too.
He takes care of her.
Yes. So he don't have the right to put his hands on her.
Something happened.
Yes.
She called 911 talking about she ain't taking this no more.
Yes.
And reported him to police.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well.
Now
So this has happened before, obviously.
According to her, allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. Let me stand up for my team.
Allegedly, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We don't know the story.
We don't know the story, and on top of that, she is a former drug addict.
Yes,
which
we know that
may
too.
play a factor in the situation. A lot of Redskin fans know about being drug addicts, and that's just it. The whole thing is alleged. However, he has a problem. He has been known to have a problem in the past.
Yes.
That, with bad credit and finances and probably not hanging out around. He has not been a Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, but bad credit ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but see,
slapping your mama.
Yeah, that's true too. But again, that's alleged.
Allegedly slapping your mama.
Okay, hold on. Let's. First of all, I'm a little bit appalled at what I'm hearing.
You're not little.
I'm appalled at what I'm hearing. Number one, because Dez Bryant didn't play his last year of college ball because of his issues.
No, the NCAA kicked him off because he talked to
Second of all, it really sounds like you're basically calling his mother a liar. And I'm not sure I'm rolling with that.
Yeah.
Because you're right, we don't know, but you can't sit here and discredit some stuff you don't know.
I said alleged.
But that's not
discrediting.
But that's not the way it's coming off, Banks. It's coming off like this woman is a straight up liar, and she did this just to get him in trouble and get some money. And when you're talking about men touching women in a certain way, you can't really talk. Yeah, you can't really talk like that. Like, I understand you want to protect your team, but I can't sit here and ride with you when you're talking about, well, he might not have did it, but I don't really know, but I don't think he really did it. Because that's what you're really saying. Yeah. You don't think he did it. You throw it a whole bunch of crap. But, when it's all said and done, we don't know who did it. But
that's why I keep saying alleged.
But to take the stance that there's a possibility that she may be lying.
But don't you think it's wrong? You do believe it's wrong.
I do believe it's wrong.
If he did it.
Right.
But
and
you
I'm
can't.
Just saying alleged.
Okay.
I'm not guilty. I'm not playing him guilty.
I got you.
I'm not his defense attorney.
But we want to make sure that you.
Yeah, because you sound like
alleged.
Got it.
But you sound like this dude didn't do it. Somebody
like Steve Harvey. Was you there?
I mean, the cops were.
No, the cops weren't there.
Yeah, the cops was called. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus.
He didn't say he didn't do it.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave it there. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into our socially conscious and entertainment hour. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Be back in a minute.
I heard it, but.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? This is Stevie D, the legendary Force MDs. You listen to my man Marcus J on Ain't No Half Steppin on globalscaleradio.net. Hey, what's up? This is Stevie D, the legendary. The world is yours. It's right here.